Yo, welcome back everybody to a brand new Pokemon TCG Live Temporal Forces deck video, and today we're going to look at an anti-meta Arceus V-STAR deck using attackers like Alolan Vulpix VSTAR and Noivern EX. Now, this deck did win an online tournament the other day, so I want to give a big shout out to Ojishi for winning an online tournament with 200 players in it with this Arc anti-meta deck. So, Arceus does get a lot better with rotation. Losing Battle VIP Pass does mean you can't get turn 1 KO'd by Roaring Moon as easily anymore. The format slowed down a little bit, so Arceus has some time to shine. Now, the main way to play Arc right now is with Giratina V-STAR, but there are other partners, and one of the main partners is going to be that Alolan Vulpix V-STAR. It has the attack Snow Mirage, which does 160 damage, and then you go through any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, so this attack does go through a Mimikyu, and it also makes it so that Vulpix cannot be damaged by Pokemon that have an ability during your opponent's next turn. So, a lot of decks right now don't have any Pokemon in the deck that can attack Vulpix. If you literally just put a Vulpix V-STAR in play and nothing else, some decks, like Charizard, for example, the big one, have no way to attack your Vulpix V-STAR. I mean, they have Charmanders and Charmeleons, but they ain't doing enough damage, and Vulpix is one-shotting them anyways. So, Vulpix, a lot of the time, wins you games by itself. Now, with Arceus V-STAR, you can power it up, and you can use Turo Scenario. So, the idea with Turo and Vulpix is that you can Turo your Arceus off the board and leave yourself with just a Vulpix V-STAR in play, and if your opponent has no way to take it out, Vulpix will sweep your opponent. And there's also Noivern. Now, Noivern has the attack Covert Flight that does 70 damage, and you can prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by basic Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. So, Noivern can give you a free win against stuff like Ancient Box and future Iron Hands, or any like future box deck. A lot of those decks literally have no way to attack Noivern. The best thing they can do is try to gust around Noivern, but like I said, if you can get your board to just be a Noivern, if you can Turo your Arceus off the board and leave your board with just a Noivern, then those decks like Ancient Box and Iron Hands, they have no way to attack Noivern, and you just Covert Flight until you win the game. And that's essentially what the Noivern Vulpix combo is. You're just trying to wall off decks completely from being able to play the game. Now, before I do get the video, shout to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. Of course, if you're going to get any Pokemon TCG Live packouts, get them over at Card Cavern. Card Cavern sells codes line for the cheapest. So if you're looking for any set like the main set Temporal Forces, or you want to get an older set like 151, or you want to get some IRL TCG product and singles, Card Cavern sells all that over there. If you get that Card Cavern at the checkout, use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel, help yourself out, and up our Card Cavern. So shout out Card Cavern, check them out. Use code LDF, link down below. Also, make sure to go check out my second channel down below for some extra content. We're on the road to 13,000 subs on the second channel, and some new cards just got revealed yesterday, including a new Palafin, a new Ace-Spec Energy, and a new Dragapult EX, which all look pretty dang broken. So definitely go check that video out down below. So yeah, here is the list for today's video. Yeah, like I said, very straightforward list with what we got. We are just playing 2 Vulpix, 1 Noivern. There is a Radiant Greninja in the deck. It does give you a bit of extra draw power. I'm not super sold on it. One thing I don't like about Greninja is it's not a great Pokemon to have in play against Control. So I'm like iffy as to whether or not you want to play the Greninja. It is a way to dig through your deck, though. This deck does play 15 energy. As you can see, there's a ton of energy. We got 5 waters, 4 DT, usual stuff you'd see. We got a Psychic and Dark, which you can put on your Noivern. The downside of Noivern, obviously, is you can't use Arceus to power your Noibat or Noivern EX up, obviously, because Arceus doesn't power up EXs. But you can put a double turbo on your Noivern and attack anyways and do 50 damage, which is a lot of the time perfectly fine. The supporter count's nice. The Eri, the Colress, just some disruption, some extra draw. 4 boss for Heavy Gust. There's a Prime Catcher over Maximum Belt. I like the idea of it. It does give you a free switch, free gust. Sometimes you can Prime Catcher to take out threats that could threaten your attackers that try to, you know, wall off your opponent. The energy is where things get interesting. I want to highlight the energy real quick. So, we do see the Mist Energy. Very important to put on your Vulpix or Noivern so they can't get killed by Roaring Moon EX, or even something like Giratina V-STAR. They can't Star Requiem you, because you probably, in that matchup, have to attack with Arceus V-STARs over and over again, and you can put Mist Energy on an Arceus so Giratina can't one-shot it. It's mainly just here for any weird effects. Sometimes your opponent can burn or paralyze your Vulpix. Like, some Charizard lists might play a Delphox V, for example, and Delphox V can burn you and confuse you, which will make it so that your Vulpix will not be able to attack as easily, because you're going to be attacking on a coin flip. With the Mist Energy on, that's not going to matter. And then the big one is Medical Energy. I'm sure some of y'all have never seen this card before, but if when you play it from your hand onto one of your Pokemon, you can heal 30 damage from it. Essentially, if your opponent is trying to attack you with Charmeleons or Charmanders, or even if they have a way to two-shot one of your Pokemon somehow, you can play the Medical Energy to heal that Pokemon and then knock out that threat, basically just making it so your opponent, you know, can't deal with you as easily. It's also really good against, like, Shempao, because their only way to attack you a lot of the time is Iron Hands EX. They'll amp you for 120. You can play the Medical Energy, And then all of a sudden, Vulpix can't be two-shot by Iron Hands, and that's essentially how you win that matchup. So there's a lot of uses you get out of Medical Energy, which is kind of cool. It's a really interesting energy card to play with in the deck. There are 2 Turos and 1 Cheren Scare. Like I said, part of the objective of this deck is trying to just leave yourself with a wall in play, and those 2 cards help a lot. 2 Lost City also makes it very easy to remove threats off the board, like Charmeleons. Anything that can attack Vulpix or Noivern, you can try to KO them and put them in the Lost Zone so your opponent has no way to recover them. And that's the list. Let's go show off this anti-meta deck and see in action on live. Up against Charizard, I am going first, and they mulliganed. Ooh, that's not a... Well, if I can draw Vulpix here, it's actually not that bad. They started Radiant Zard. Okay, we do get the Vulpix. Okay, we'll save the Mist Energy, and then we'll Ultra Ball away these 2. Grab Vulpix V. Yeah, the Turo's pretty good. If we don't get Iono'd, we can Turo get Vulpix set up. We'll save the Mist Energy. They could be playing something weird like a Delphox. I'm just trying to play to my outs. We just gotta hope they don't have a way to deal with Vulpix. Then next turn, if my opponent does not Iono, we can Starbirth for double turbo V-Star. Attack, and then Turo into the V-Star, and then hopefully we can just lone Vulpix my opponent. That's essentially your strategy against Charizard. You want to get 1 Vulpix V-Star in play, and that's it. I mean, you can get 2, but you want to get 1 down. Now, Charizard usually plays Maximum Belt. If they have Prime Catcher, this is a little bit harder to deal with. So we'll see. It is good that they started Radiant Zard, I guess, because, like, it's nice to just KO this thing. Because it is actually a way they can kill Vulpix. It's hard for them to do it. Like, well, they can KO it after they can KO. Basically, what I'm saying is we take the first prize, they can theoretically do it, but they can't, because it's going to be dead. But, like, it is one of the only ways they can do 240 damage. Hero's Cape and Buddy Poffin. Interesting. They can Hero's Cape the Zard here, which is kind of scary. I mean, low-key... I mean, they could get 5 energy on this thing in 2 turns and attack a Vulpix V-Star for a KO. That would be pretty dirty. Wouldn't like that. Depending on what I top deck, I could try to boss the Pidgey up. I wouldn't mind just killing Pidgey. Killing Pidgey would be pretty good, actually. We'll see. Do they have a Rotom? They don't have a Rotom here. We're okay. They are playing the Hero's Cape, no Maximum Belt or Prime Catcher, so that's good to know. Because Prime Catcher is kind of problematic for Vulpix. They're attaching a Pidgey. Are they going to switch? They are going to switch. That's pretty good. I don't like that. But it looks like they don't have much else. So the odds that my Vulpix gets KO'd here is kind of low, I hope. Okay, we'll see. They're playing Magma Basin, so I'm not too sure what they got in their deck. But again, if we can get this Vulpix V-Star out, hopefully it's enough for us to win. We'll see. Hopefully they prize their Pidgey. That'd be great. It'd be nice if they prize their Pidgeys. I can just kill their other... yeah, nice. Entei... got an ability. Okay. So they did prize their Pidgey. So they won't have a Pidgey out for next turn, which is going to make this even easier for us to get this lock up. Did draw Ultra Ball, but I have to get the Vulpix here because they could go KO with Charizard because I'm going to take a prize. Okay, we're just going to do the classic DT Vulpix. We're going to save the hand, and then next turn I can get my 1 Vulpix V-Star into play with Turo if we do not get Iono'd. So I basically got to hope my opponent does not Iono me here, and we will have the Vulpix V-Star in play, ready to go. Yep, seems good. We just gotta hope they don't Iono. They could theoretically have Hurricane Zard, Boss, plus a Defiance Band. That would be, or a Choice Belt, but with 5 cards, I don't know. Hopefully they don't got it. It would be very annoying if they did. And if they don't have it, and if they don't Iono me and they don't kill my Vulpix, we can Turo it, or we can Turo the Arceus, and that should be really good for us. Yep, so that's the plan. We want to just make sure Vulpix doesn't take damage next turn. See how it goes. All right, here we go. They promote Entei, which is a good sign. Entei can hit my Vulpix. It can Burning Rondo for some damage, but we have that Medical Energy in the deck we can play down at some point if worse comes to worse to heal it. Buddy Poffin, okay. They could be playing the Charmeleon, too, from Paldean Fates, which has an ability, which doesn't have a way to attack my Vulpix, which is also pretty good. So they could have the Charmeleon that can't attack my Vulpix when I do Snow Mirage. Hero's Cape. I can't one-shot Entei now with Vulpix. That shouldn't really matter, though. This thing can't put a Force Seal Stone on it, which is also now good. Do they have Hurricane Zard off this Fleet-Footed or an Iono? One of those 2 cards would be pretty bad. Well, I guess the Hurricane Zard's not as bad, but do they have a Boss? Do they have anything? What does this grab them? Okay, they do have the Heat Tackle, so they do have a way to do damage to my Vulpix. Okay, they have a 1-card hand. Is that 1 card any good? Nope. Nice. Okay, well, now we just do what we wanted to do the whole time. We just Turo the Arceus, promote Vulpix, attach Mist Energy, and, well, Thin. And then we'll hit. So unfortunately, I can't kill the Entei, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. This thing can't attack me anyways. And this is basically how you want to beat Charizard with this deck. Vulpix V-STAR being the only Pokemon in play. They do have ways to damage me. They have that Charmeleon. They have the Charmanders, but that's just not enough to take down my Vulpix. So, like, that damage isn't going to be relevant. They have to be playing something to attack me, and I don't think there's anything in the deck. There's no shenanigans, no path. So we'll see. But this is basically GG's if my opponent can't. If they don't have any good way to deal with Vulpix, this should be the end of the game. Should be the end of the game. We have Boss in hand. Could just leave the Entei alive. You just boss the Charmeleon here. Knock it out. Might as well. No reason not to. Take out any threat they have. It wasn't really attacking me anyways, but I don't care about the Entei. Plus, we can try to vacuum that tool off. Should be a vacuum in the deck, right? So we can, like, vacuum that tool off at some point to KO Entei down the road. So that seems fine with me. Because we're probably just going to research next turn. Just dump all these cards, find new cards, go from there. See what my opponent does. Do they have an Iono? They are stuck just Entei, but Entei just doesn't, even with its ability, who cares? It doesn't do anything. I don't really care if they have fleet-footed. They can't really attack me. It doesn't really matter. We got Mist Energy on, so if they have some, like, weird Delphox shenanigans, TM Devo, it doesn't matter. And there's the Paldean Fates Charmeleon, which, like I said, has an ability, so that does not attack Vulpix. It does 50 damage, but it cannot touch Vulpix because of my attack. So it's got an ability, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's see. How long will it take for my opponent to concede is the real question, I want to say. How long will it take him to concede? All right, let's just thin the deck out. Just kind of get rid of everything here we don't need. Research. And there is the Lost Vacuum. That is what I was looking for. I'll keep the Eri. No reason not to. It's a pretty good card. So we'll knock out Entei here. Take our 2 prizes. We don't win this turn, but, I mean, I don't see how my opponent can win anymore. It's not looking good. We can just do this. Why not? Get the Charizard out of here, too, while we're at it. We might as well just get rid of Charizard, too, and send it to Lost Zone. Now they have no Radiant Star. Not that it can do anything, but why not? Just make it even harder for them. Also, if they were to, like, Iono me to 1, it's just like, well, you got to get rid of the Lost City. But, yeah, this should be, it's literally GG's. Like, they can put a Charizard in play here. I have Boss in hand. They have to have Charizard Iono in hand. Or an Iono, at least, to stop me here. Because it looks like they don't have much going on. I don't think they can deal with this Vulpix. There ain't much they can do. They have to have, like, a Gouging Fire. But even then, with a 2-card hand, there's the Charizard. So they have to have Iono Charizard here. And if they don't, I have game with Boss. Unless they double Charizard. But even then, not like they can do anything anyways. I can just hit them until we knock them out, obviously. But it makes it easier to win the game if I just have the Boss. So let's see. Do they have an Iono? They haven't even played a supporter. Buddy Poffin? Okay, sure. Is there anything in there? Nope. 1 card in hand. Is it an Iono? Nope. And that is the game. We have won the game. Pretty quick dub, but like I said, this is essentially what you want to do against Charizard. Get a Vulpix V-STAR out as the only Pokemon in play, and Charizard usually has no way to really deal with it. Even with the Charmeleons and the Charmanders, it's not enough, because you have Lost City, you have Eries, which can be annoying, get rid of the Super Odds, make it hard for them to chain attacks. Yeah, pretty good stuff. The one thing they could use is like a Delphox V, but if you have Mist Energy on, Medical Energy, it's doing 120 damage. You can heal, prevent confusion with the Mist Energy, and you can Lost City kill the Delphox, and then they can't just get it back. So, like, Charizard's pretty good if you just ideally get that type of board state, and that's how you do it. Up against Ancient Box, started with Noibat. Ooh, I need the Arc in the active. I guess I can go Turo, bench. Yeah, it's not that big of a deck. I can just Turo here. I mean, I don't even need the I don't even need to attack. If they're playing the Ancient Box deck, I should just win with Noivern. If we have Mist Energy on, it's chilling. So I think we just Turo the Noibat, go into Arc, attach energy to it, and pass. Hope they don't cook me turn 2, which I guess could happen. We'll see. Starting Noibat, kind of annoying. We have Judge, too. I could retreat Judge. Nah, I think we just have to Turo and pray. We'll see what my opponent is running in their deck, though. Again, if they have the Mooniacs, it gets a little sketchy, because then I have to immediately get Mist Energy on. But they could reveal that information right away. So they have an Ultra Ball here. Okay. Like I said, Ancient Box, not bad. If you just Noivern them, you have literally no way to beat you. Yeah, there shouldn't really be a way. I guess they have Shred. But most lists don't play the Fire Energy. So if they don't play a Fire Energy, which most Ancient Box decks don't play Fire, they have no way to attack Noivern. Right? Unless they have, like, a Prime Catcher. But they're playing Awakening Drum. So, I mean, if they got a boss, they have a 4-card hand. If they can boss next turn, so be it. kind of why I want to Judge, but I kind of can't. If I top deck Switch here, I could switch into Arc and then Judge, which I kind of want to do Judge, to be honest, instead of Turo. Because I want to get a lone Noivern in play. But if they're... I mean, they have Counter Catcher Boss, I guess. So, I don't know. It is a little sketchy, but we'll see. If we have double Turo in the deck, though, it should be fine. I don't know. Maybe retreating into Arc is actually the play. I don't know. I can't really kill my Arc this turn. And I'm praying they don't have a boss. Dude, if they have a boss, it's sketchy. They have another Earthen Vessel. Oh, boy. So, yeah, we need to get a lone Noivern in play ASAP. That's the plan. I mean, they have a one-card hand. Even with Greninja, what's the odds to actually get me here? No shot, right? We'll see what our top deck is. Hopefully Noivern's not a prize. That's the other thing, too. If we prize Noivern, we're cooked. This matchup is pretty unwinnable if we prize Noivern. Ooh, Lost City. So should I retreat? If I had V-Star in hand, retreating would be optimal. But I don't. I don't want a Turo then. They can't knock out Arceus next turn. I think retreating's okay here. Do I Judge? I don't really want to give him 4 new cards, but I do need to find an Arceus V-Star. If I have Turo, I'll just pass. I mean, if they have boss in hand, I mean, bro, they play like 1 boss. What are the chances to actually boss me here? I mean, if we do get boss, this is really bad, because I'm not going to be able to even attack next turn with my Arceus. So I'm just going to pray they don't got a boss. If they got it, they got it. Because they have Great Tusk, which could be a problem for us. Be mindful of Great Tusk too. Not that it can attack, but they can mill me with Great Tusk. And I'm only doing like 50 a turn. So I kind of don't want to put the double turbo on the Noibat. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm doing max damage. All right, there's Greninja. Here we go. If they get a boss's order here, they can kill my Noibat, and it's like basically game over. Okay, that's not a boss. That's good. We can Judge next turn to figure something out. I don't really care if they kill my Arceus, as long as I get the Noivern in play. We can Judge next turn. It's just the plan. They could have a boss off this. They are seeing 6 new cards. That's a lot of cards to draw. Okay, they get rid of more vessels. They're doing a lot of damage with that Roaring Moon, which is kind of scary. So we have to be mindful of Roaring Moon EX and Great Tusk. Those 2 cards could be a problem for us. Because Great Tusk, they can mill me while I attack and do no damage. So we'll see. I'm not going to play Lost. I think I have to play Lost City because I need to make sure I hit a V-Star off this Judge or something. If we top deck V-Star, that would be fantastic. A V-Star top deck would be very, very good here. Let's see it. Research. That's pretty good too. I don't know if my other Turo's in the deck, but that's fine. I'll just play the Research. Nice. I mean, yeah, if they have a boss, so be it. We'll Starbirth for the Noivern now, though. It's in there. Do we have Turo and Cheren's Care? We do. Okay, so... And they can't knock me out next turn. I do need another energy for Noibat, though. I don't really want to put a double turbo on. Doing 30 damage with Noivern does not seem great. And it's very unlikely they can gust me twice. I think we're just going to do this. I'm going to grab the 2 energy and just roll with it. I don't want to put a double turbo on my Noivern, and I'm just going to try to actively avoid that. Yeah. We'll Prime Catcher next turn. That's the plan. I wanted to get Cheren's Care. But yeah, I just don't want to do 30 damage. If they get Great Tusk up, it could get a little sketchy. I might be playing a little too cautious, to be honest, around the Great Tusk, but I'm going to hold on to the Cheren's Care and just kind of go from there. I don't know. This might not have been correct, but I'm not going to hand shot me, obviously. I'm going to hold the Prime Catcher. I probably shouldn't have got rid of the double turbo, but I don't want to get rid of Lost City because it is a pretty good card in this matchup too. So I don't want to get rid of that either. So I'm just trying to play as cautious as I can. But we can just go Iono Prime Catcher and find Cheren's Care or Turo at some point. Really not a big deal. They can't knock me out this turn with the Koraidon. They have to go Roaring Moon, which they are doing a lot. 20, 30, 60, 90 extra damage. So they're in 150. Okay. If they can get an energy on that Roaring Moon, they actually do have a kill on my Arceus. However, if they knock out my Arceus, they leave themselves with... I have no Pokemon in play, so then I can just... Or I have 1 Pokemon in play, sorry. And then I can Noivern in them, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So they can't really kill my Arceus here. It's not really a good idea. But it's very unlikely they go Boss Counter Catcher, right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know. I probably should have got Cheren's Care the more I think about it. I don't know. I don't want to do 30 damage. If they have Great Tusk, doing 30 damage could lose me the game. I'm trying to just do as much. I think it's correct to not walk into a Great Tusk, because I don't want to get decked out by Great Tusk. It is an option my opponent could do. I mean, it's unlikely they can deck me out, but I'm trying to play cautious. Doing 50 damage a turn with Noivern, it's just, or 70, sorry, it's just not enough. Or 50, sorry, it's not enough. I want to make sure I'm doing 70 a turn if they get Great Tusk. Okay, let's see. They got 4 cards in hand. They're rolling the Pokestop. Okay. It's fine. Do they have a way to KO? Let's see it. What do they got? What's Bro cooking? Didn't see any Dark Patches there. They need an Energy or a Dark Patch or something, because they can retreat. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good card. Okay, they're filling up their discard pile quite a bit. Yeah, this Ark's probably dead. This matchup is pretty bad because it's not that hard for them to kind of just KO me in the late game. This matchup seems unwinnable. Like in the early game, you can take a couple early knockouts with Arceus, but even with the healing, it's just not enough. You have to Noivern. It is your only win con. All right. Any of those 4 cards a way to attack. I don't think they have a way to attack my Noivern here, but can they do it? Can they do it? Let's see it. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Oh, boy. Nope. Nice. So it's going to hit me and leave me alive. That's fine. All right, what do we top deck? Psychic. Maybe I should grab Cheren's character. Look at that. I do Psychic Energy anyways. It's fine. We will Prime Catcher this thing up. Don't really want to play Lost City. No, I want to go to the Pokestop. It's fine. Well, Iono. So we have to try to get this Arceus off the board. Yeah, I don't know. Looking back, probably should have grabbed Cheren's character. It's fine. And we got both of them anyways, so who cares? So if my opponent literally doesn't kill my Noivern this turn, we just have the lone Noivern now. With the Mist Energy on too, we can't get Roaring Moon if they were to play that. And again, I'm doing 70 damage, which is going to be relevant because we can 2-shot everything without the Ancient Booster Capsule on. So, we're chilling. My opponent needs Prime Catcher Boss to knock me out. I don't think they play 2 of those. We'll find out. If they have, I did just Iono them, and I got rid of the Pokestop though. So I can't dig through their deck if they were to go for that play. We'll see. If they do have Prime Catcher here, this is really bad. And I'm going to get punished for not going Turo or Cheren's Care the turn earlier. We're about to find out if it's going to punish me or not. Pokegear. If they have it, they have it. Most of these will play Awakening Drum, but you never know. They can't counter Catcher because I haven't taken a prize. There's no rope in the format. We will see. Okay, no boss. All right, and that should be enough, right? Even if they were to go Great Tusk now, they have like 7 cards left in their deck. Let's see if they have another stadium here to get rid of my Lost City. That's probably what they want to do. They want to go to the Lost City because it's a pretty good card for us. You know, Lost City and these things is pretty good. There it is. Pokestop. Their plan is really just hope I can't remove Arceus, I'm pretty sure, right? They just got to hope I can't get Arceus off the board. Unfortunately, I do have it. They have no hand disruption. So, yeah, looking good. All right. And this should be hopefully GG's. We can just Cheren's Care and Covert Flight. And that's about that. I don't see... my opponent has to play a Fire Energy in order to attack me with Koraidon. They do have that. That is a little sketchy. If I could maybe get Medical Energy, prevent a 2-shot, and then 2-shot them back with 70 damage if they don't get a Capsule on. But I doubt they play the energy for the Shred. There's no way. They could. I highly doubt they have a way to Shred me here, but you never know. It's theoretically possible. I'm going to say it's unlikely, though. But you never know, bro. You never know. But, yeah, this should wrap things up. There's no way... At the moment, there's nothing they can do against Noivern. There's a Mist Energy on, so even if they were playing Roaring Moon, no Frenzy Gouging, shenanigans are going to work against me. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe I did play a little conservative last turn. Maybe, you know, honestly, maybe I should have Cheren's Cared the Arceus instead of waiting a turn and just Ionoing. That probably was honestly still the better play, but it's fine. It is fine. And I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to play any cards. I don't think we have to anyways. I don't think it's relevant. Let's knock out the Roaring Moon and take our prize. My opponent has to have some way to deal with me. The best thing they can do is use Great Tusk, but even then, they have 6 cards left. If they were to use Great Tusk's attack over and over again to mill 4 cards, they would eventually deck out before I do. Plus, I have an Iono in hand, so I can just put more cards back in my deck. That's why I'm not playing, like, Colress or anything. All right, here we go. Do they have a Fire Energy? If they have a Fire Energy in the deck, then we have to try to get this Medical Energy. No way they play Fire. That would actually be the biggest meme of all time. They could have it, though. They could have teched for the Noivern. They could have teched for Noivern. We will see. Yeah. This deck is low-key a little risky to play on the ladder because you are relying on your opponent not having answers for your attacks, right? Like in this scenario specifically. We're just kind of banking on my opponent having no way to deal with Noivern. That's like the only issue with this deck. Is you're hoping your opponent doesn't have good ways to deal with your attackers. Because at the moment, Ancient Box, the best thing usually they play is a Roy Mooney X. But if you get that Mist Energy on, which obviously we have, they can't use the Roy Mooney X against you. So, it's about all we can hope for. And I haven't seen a Roy Mooney X. I'm not sure they play it. They do have the ability to burn me, which is annoying, but I mean, eventually I can get out a burn. Plus, like, I have Mist Energy on anyways now, so it doesn't matter. Just a pass. All right, sick. Covert Flight. I don't know. Am I playing a little ballsy by not doing Colress here? I don't know. Because maybe I should be doing Colress to try to dig through the deck to try to find a medical energy on the off chance they play a fire. I feel like if they had one, though, they would have done it by now. They've seen, bro, they have, like, no cards left in the deck. Their deck kind of did really good, though. They set up really well this game. And, I mean, they got to, like, a low amount of cards really quickly. Eri, okay, we get a little peek at their hand. This is definitely something we will play. Ooh, a lot of options. TBH. And then just take the counter catchers. We're not going to bench anything, right? Actually, counter catchers are redundant. We just take the super odds away. We're not going to bench anything. We just take away the counter catchers. Seems good. Or the super odds, sorry, not the counter catchers. We just take away their super odd. Now they're going to deck out even quicker. They have that pal pad in hand, but, like, I don't really care. The pal pad does nothing. Yeah, we definitely take away the super odds. Especially if now that they have a fire energy in the deck, they can hit me for 130, and then I can knock them out, and they have no way to recover the fire energy. And they can Sada, but they're dangerously low on cards, so it's, like, not a big deal. Like I said, I don't think they have it. I feel like we 100% would have seen it by now. But you never know. Just play to your outs. Let's see. Let's see what they got. I don't think they got anything, so it's not looking good for my opponent. I wish, like, back in PTCGL days, you could, after the game, look at your opponent's deck list. Dude, I wish I could look at my opponent's deck list. I actually really want to know if they had a... I want to know what they played in their deck. I want to know if they had a way to deal with my Noivern. I'm actually very curious. Back in PTCGL days, you were able to see that. Because you used to be able to look at the opponent's deck list after the game, if they had it enabled. But now you can't. I wish we could. So I'm not sure. My opponent's playing slow. I'm not sure. Are they trying to slow play me? No, no shot, bro. At that point, just concede and move on. I mean, I got all day. I don't really care. We're chilling. We got all day. We got all day. All right, Covert Flight. We can KO the Koraidon, which is good. So now, like, they definitely have no way to, like, shred me or anything, because they have to rebuild one back up, and they have, like, very little cards in the deck. So we'll see what happens. We can just sit here and chill. I don't think they have a hand disruption card either. Maybe they play a Roxanne. I've seen some Ancient Box play Roxanne. I don't think they got it. But this should just be the end of the game. This Noivern should solo them. They're taking a while to do their action, so I'm not sure if my opponent's purposely trying to slow play me because they're annoyed, or their game is broken, or they went AFK, or they rage quit, or something. One of those three things happens. My opponent's taking quite a while to do their actions. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't really care if they're slow playing. I have all day. I can do this all day, baby. Call me Captain America, bro. I can do this all day. I can do it all day. No, I might have to catch you all at the end of the game because my opponent's taking a while here to do their stuff. My opponent's playing again. I'm not sure. Like, I look at their timer. They're still not. I don't know if they're actually slow playing or what's going on. Because now my opponent just made an action. So I don't know if they're actually, if they're slow playing or not. I don't know what's going on here. Because they played the Pokegear and obviously they're not AFK. So I think they might actually be just trying to run me out of time, bro. It's not gonna happen, bro. You can't do it. Nope, not gonna work. Not gonna happen. Yeah, okay. I think my opponent actually is just mad that I just Noivern them, and they're just trying to play as slow as they can, but I'm not gonna concede. So I think that's what happened. Because my opponent's taking forever to make their actions, and they just played a Pokegear, but I have no idea. So I don't know what's going on. But like I said, I'll see you at the end of the game, because we're gonna be here all day if this happens. Still have a bit of a ways to go to get this game over with. All right, finally the game is over. My opponent finally conceded. I think they were just trying to, they were slow playing, they were salty that they got Noivern, but we got there in the end, we got the dub, and that's basically how you beat Ancient Box. Just they sometimes have no way to take out Noivern, and that's how you do. You just Noivern, and that's how you get it done. We're up against potentially a control deck. We'll see how it goes. We do have Vulpix VSTAR. We have Lost Vacuum. Well, they have Fire Energy, but they just attach pass. All right, that's good. I don't mind that. All right, we can Nest Ball here. We should probably get Vulpix. We're going to need the Vulpix VSTAR. We do have 4 boss. I think we'll be okay. We'll see. They are playing a control deck. But hopefully it'll be enough to get us over the edge. Let's just load up the Vulpix here and see where it takes us. They could Eri, which could be annoying. I don't want to lose my Lost Vacuum, because if they're playing control, we might want the Vacuum. They might be playing the Pidgeot build, which is going to be a little bit harder to deal with. But we'll figure it out. They do have an Arven here. They go into Mimikyu. We do have the Arceus, obviously, right? So we have double Turo, too. Want to vacuum that Hero's Cape away if possible. There's Nest Ball. And there's the Mimikyu. That's fine. We'll knock Mimikyu out with Vulpix here. That's the plan. Do we want to... I think we probably need to... I don't know if I want to start with, actually. We'll see what happens. We're definitely going to kill Mimikyu with Vulpix, though. That's the plan, 100%. What do we draw? Pretty good. Okay, so let's retreat. Evolve. Yeah, I guess we'll Starbirth. It's probably fine. Put that on. I don't want to put DT on just yet. We'll vacuum away the Ultra Ball. Get rid of that Hero's Cape immediately, and then we will Starbirth. We can check our prizes. We can get, like, Colress. Could get Judge, too. Actually, I don't hate the idea of Judge. The other Vacuum's in there, which is good. Prime Catcher, obviously, is good, too. I kind of like getting Colress, just to... honestly, you know what? I kind of like Judge, too. I kind of like Judge. Because if they go Rotom next turn, we can, like, Judge their hand down low. Or I could play Judge now, but they didn't really do much. And I have Boss in hand. I think we're just going to hold the hand. There's no reason to play the Judge. We'll hold on to the Judge. We will hold on to it. So we'll just knock out the Mimikyu here with the Vulpix. Take our 2 prizes. Or, well, 1 prize, sorry. It's not a great prize. Oh, God. No way we're going to get Erica, though, right? Oh, God. That was actually a really bad prize. I mean, we can attack with the Greninja, but it's not great. So, yeah, I don't like having that. I do have the double Turo. It's not that big of a deal, but... it's not the Pokemon I want to have in my hand right now. That would have been the ideal vacuum target, but now I definitely want to go Judge, because they're probably just, yeah, they're Arvening. So now I definitely like judging here. Now I do like judging, because, like, I don't want this Greninja to be in my hand. Okay, they do have the Rotom. There he is. We can kill the Mantine, which is nice. It's kind of an annoying Pokemon to deal with. I mean, we do have double Turo, which goes a long way in this matchup. We do have some good outs, so we have the technology. To try to kill Rotom down the road with Arceus, we can get 3 energy on it. That's why I put the basic energy on, not the double turbo. Because 1, they could Giacomo it. 2, we can build it up and then do 200 damage to Rotom when we need to. So that's kind of the idea. They're playing the Forest Seal. What are they going to grab, though? Counter Catcher, maybe? I mean, if they Counter Catcher, I'm fine to just attack with Train Nova. Okay, there's Snorlax. Do they have a way to move the Mantine? Nope. Okay, cool. All right, we can just go Judge. So we draw Ultra Ball. Nope. Okay. I could knock out Snorlax here. I mean, I have the Turo. Like, putting Greninja down isn't the end of the world, because I can always Turo it. Like, we can Boss KO Snorlax, which is not a terrible idea here. They have an 8-card hand now, though. I want to say Boss for later. Could just knock him out, hold the hand, and then Boss. But I might need the Turo. Well, I also don't really want to draw any more Pokemon. So maybe it's okay if they do this, actually. Nah, it's fine. It's okay. We don't have to judge. Because, like, if they force Greninja down, we can always Turo it. We have Boss in hand. I can just Boss. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Arceus off the prizes. See, now I'm glad I didn't judge. Because then they would have put, like, another Arceus in play, which I wouldn't have wanted. They might have Radiant Charizard, which you have to be mindful of. But Vulpix doesn't get damaged by it, so that's okay. I guess they could go, like, Counter Catcher or something. Okay, we'll see what they do. They have a 9-card hand here. They have 9 cards in hand. Are they going to Erica me? Getting Erica could be annoying. They can definitely get a tool on this thing. That's the other reason I wanted to judge them, so they can't get a tool on the Snorlax. But we can kill the Rotom next turn, which is what I want to do. We can Boss kill Rotom. There's the Arven for Nest Ball. Probably going to get another Snorlax, obviously. You'll boss kill the Rotom and then follow up with a Judge. Assuming, yeah, we're not getting Erica, so it's fine. All right, cool. What's our top deck? Ultra Ball would be pretty good. Another boss. Would you look at that? All right, well. Let's do this. Boss Rotom. Retreat. And knockout. And that's their Rotom gone. And then next turn we can Judge. Which is pretty sick. Can Judge him next turn. Alrighty then. Let's see. What do we got the prizes? Anything good? Another energy is good. More basics, though. Not so good. They might Erica me this turn. But again, we have double Turo. I'm not too concerned. We'll see if they do the Erica here. Arceus can also one-shot Snorlax for the record, which is also pretty good. Bravery Charm doesn't work against Arceus, which is nice. We just kind of have the pivot. Like, Vulpix Arceus is pretty annoying for my opponent to deal with this game. Okay, they have an 11-card hand. Do they have a Erica? That'd be annoying if they did. No, they have an Erica, of course. Rip. That's fine. We'll just Judge now, I guess. Guess we play the Judge. It's a little annoying. But yeah, we can shrink their hand. They don't have a Rotom in play. If they bench Rotom, we boss. Not a big deal. Or we can shot Turo right now. You know what? I'm down to Colress. Yeah, there's Turo. Stint of the useless cards. I guess I could have concealed for Turo. I don't want to lose any energy, though, because I don't want to run out of energy. That could be an issue, so I'm just not going to... We don't want to waste any of our energy. We just have guaranteed Turo for next turn. Like, I could have went Judge into Turo, but we can now go Turo into Judge. Eri, that's fine. I mean, now they're going to know I have the Turo in hand, I guess, which is kind of annoying, but it's not a big deal. I don't know. Maybe it was better to Judge there. Whatever. Maybe we should have judged instead of Colress, honestly. I lied. The nice thing about Colress, though, is we can thin out any useless Pokemon we don't care about. Ooh, they got the Radiant Charizard. Oh, boy. Is that going to be able to attack? Okay. No. But now we can just boss Charizard up and knock it out, which is fine. Now this is actually not as bad as I thought. Now we don't have to even do Turo. We can knock him out with Vulpix. Just in case they were to get Charizard again next turn. I guess I now know I have the Arceus in my hand, which they can Erica. But I think this is GG's, because we just one-shot a Snorlax, and that's it. Noibat. A lot of our basics are prized. Greninja, Arceus, Noibat. Holy smokes, bro. Probably like half of our basics. Okay, there's an Iono to 1. This is why I went with Vulpix. But yeah, Iono to 1 does go to the Turo. They could hit a counter catcher off this Iono. They probably will, to be honest. Yep, there it is. It's fine. We can just chill until we find the other Turo. Try to shuffle the deck, too, would be nice. Or we draw the Turo. You know what? Get actually just pooped on Snorlax. Actually get farmed. Get absolutely farmed. Ha! The Turo top deck. The cheese is real. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, get out of here with your garbage. Yeah. See, this is one thing I like about this deck. If you don't start Greninja or Noibat, this matchup's pretty free. As you can see, Vulpix and Arceus is like a good combo. And double Turo obviously is really good. That was pretty funny, not gonna lie. That Turo top deck was jokes. All right, we hit Great Tusk Mill. I mean, this matchup's like not terrible because we just attack with Arceus. Starting Greninja is kind of annoying, but we have Turo. I mean, there's double vacuum. We'll see how it goes. Not really a great matchup, though, but it could also... I mean, this could be Ancient Box, right? This could also be Ancient Box, but it's most likely Great Tusk Mill, which, like I said, it's not the worst matchup, but we'll see. I mean, maybe it is Ancient Box, but it's probably Great Tusk. And our start is fine. I mean, we have turn 2 Arceus, which is good, but we'll see what it is. Great Tusk Mill. Kind of just... Yeah, it's Great Tusk Mill. They are playing Mimikyu, so we do need to get Vulpix in play. Good to know. I think we have... do I really have to research it? I don't really want to discard my hand, but I might have to. See if they get the turn 1 attack. Can they find a Professor Sada here, turn 1? Is it possible? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. I don't think they got it. No, they hit it, bro. No, not the Sada. Damn, they actually got it. That's super annoying. I don't want to get milled. Don't do it. Don't mill me, please. Don't do it. Yeah, I think we might have to research. They put the energy on the bench. They have a DT in hand. Nah, that's pretty annoying. So our game plan is set up 2 Arceus and a Vulpix, because Arceus can one-shot Great Tusk with 3 energy on it. Wow, that's... Ooh, Prime Catcher Turo? Jeez. That's a good mill. It's not great. Jeez. It's pretty bad, in fact. Because I need to get a Vulpix down this turn. because they do have Mimikyu, which is a big problem for us. So we have to research. Okay, there we go. Nice. Vulpix V-STAR's in there, right? Ooh, it's prized. I mean, I think I still get Vulpix. I get out of the prizes. I need to get that out before they mill it. Can Starbirth here. Go Vacuum. Vacuum, take a knockout. Sure. Okay, let me just... I'm gonna look through my deck, too, while I'm at it. Go like Vacuum Judge, maybe? We have Super Rod, too. Okay. Vacuum Judge. Is it ever relevant to Judge here? Yeah, because we can trick their hand. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Nah, it might not be correct. I'm not too sure. Get rid of this. We can Lost City this thing, too. Not that, like, it's super relevant, but, you know, we may as well. Because now we can make it harder for them to attack. All right. KO the Great Tusk. And get the energy into play. So we'll go 1, 2. And then, yeah, next turn we can attack with the Arceus to KO the Great Tusk in one hit. And they have to get rid of this Lost City, or else they're going to keep losing their Great Tusk. All right, we need this Vulpix off the prizes. Yes, let's go, baby, the first prize. I mean, we have 3 boss, so we can go around the Mimikyu until we find Vulpix, but it can get very bad if we can't find Vulpix. I know we have the Rod, but like I said, Rod can get milled. Anything can go wrong in this matchup. The worst thing we have in play is Greninja. If they mill my other Turo, that's going to get awkward. Let's see what they got. Can they knock me out? Or not knock me out. Well, actually, they can. They actually can attack here, which is kind of funny. This is the other awkward thing about this matchup. Great Tusk can attack Arceus, which is kind of annoying. Okay, let's see what they got. 8 cards in hand. They should have the attack. I'd be very surprised if they didn't have a supporter. It's a Sada. Bit of a yikes. Like I said, I'm just going to judge next turn and see where it takes us. Hopefully the Lost City sticks. That'd be fantastic. Ooh, they actually are going to go for the knockout, it looks like. So they can knock me out. Great. Giant Tusk does do 140 with a double turbo, which is 280. That's fine. We can... Touch Water Energy, Judge, Knockout with Arceus. It's fine. And they're not milling me, which is decent. Maybe I don't have to play the Judge. Nah, I definitely think we play Judge. We just make their hand super small and see where it takes us. Okay, sure. I gotta make sure I have energy for Vulpix too, though. So we go Vulpix. Attach. They could still attack next turn, I guess. No, they can't. They don't have a fight. If that was a fight energy, they could. Okay, well... Judge them. Because I don't want to do Colress or Research. I want to draw cards, but I don't want to draw too many cards. That's why I didn't want to grab a Research or Colress. Ooh, Super Rod Noivern. And Boss, sorry. No, I don't know why I'm getting excited over the Noivern. I don't really care about the Noivern. Noivern can go. Okay. Send them to the Lost Zone. Give them 4 cards. Kind of hope they just don't have anything. Where do I want to put that? We have 2 Boss in hand. We will need a DT for this. I can mill it, though. We'll put that there, sure. I might not be able to retreat Greninja. That's the only downside with this play. That's actually... I don't know if I should have thinned the energy out. What's our prize? Never mind. We got a way to retreat Greninja. As long as we can retreat Greninja or attack with Vulpix. That's basically why I want the energy in play. Because I don't have a double turbo off that Judge. If I had a double turbo, we go attach double turbo to Vulpix. Knock out Mimikyu. Okay, that's fine. That's not great. I was hoping they weren't going to get an Explorer's Guidance off of my Judge. I was like, maybe they'll just like draw a Sada, which doesn't draw on them many cards. Explorer's Guidance is pretty annoying, but they do lose some decent stuff. Pidgeot. Ooh. Damn it, I got the Stadium. No. I was hoping they were going to get that either. This is why I judged them, but they still managed to draw everything anyways. F. It's fine. We can still one-shot the Great Tusk. Sure. Do they have a counter catcher? No, Land Collapse. Okay. The other Lost City game build actually kind of sucks. Not much can be done about that. Just knock him out. There's no reason to do anything else. I'm not going to attach the energy because I might need it for Greninja or Vulpix, and I want to keep the boss around so I can KO Great Tusk or go around Mimikyu or something. Nice. Another energy is huge. The more energy we have, the merrier. Plus, like, if we have no energy left in the deck, we can retreat Super Rod, Trini Nova. We'll figure something out. Okay, we'll see. They do play Eri. They did Mulligan. I saw an Eri in their deck. Could be a problem. See, they have another supporter here. Hand Trimmer. Sure. It's actually kind of perfect. We had 2 dead cards in our hands. Everything else is, like, actually insane. There's Mimikyu. That's fine. If they're just going Mimikyu pass, we go Boss Kale Great Tusk. Oh, they got a Pokegear. Not like this. Oh, and it hits another Guidance. Jeez. It's not good. They are running a little thin on energies, so we'll see where this goes. I'm a little scared of Hero's Cape. That could be a problem. Still have my other Vacuum. They could mill it, though. Yeah, that was a lucky Pokegear. I was, once again, kind of hoping they didn't have anything. This is why I kind of went for the Judge early on. Okay, more stuff is gone. Another Guidance. I mean, they have a Sada probably in their hand. Lost City and the 2 Great Tusk is good, though, because they might not be able to get them back. As I say that, they have a Rod. Never mind. Okay, sure thing. It's fine. We'll Boss Kill the Great Tusk with our... Or we'll kill the Arceus... We'll kill the Great Tusk with Arceus to figure it out. What's that one card in their hand, though? Is it going to be a Sada? It's got to be a Sada for next turn. Surely. Or they had to explore into the energy. Okay, that's fine. Got the medical... Or I can actually retreat the water energy, actually, and then Super Rod. That might be the play, actually. That's actually literally the best mill they could have got. 3 energy and a friggin' Vacuum. Jeez. That's brutal. We can retreat, Super Rod, start the energy back to Vulpix. Sure. That's super unfortunate they milled all those cards. There's so many good cards. Jeez. Alright, here we go. Super Rod. Unfortunate. Whatever. Knock out this Great Tusk, and we'll figure it out. It's nice that Arceus can do 200 damage, but that's unfortunate they had to mill those cards. Good thing we have the medical energy in our hand. Still have a Turo in the deck somewhere, I think. Yep, still in there. Okay, what's our prize? Oh, another energy. All right, all right. All right, this is good. We got energy. That's all we want, bro. Like an Artisan Great Tusk. They're down only 1 Ancient Booster Capsule, 3 Bravery Charms. That's fine. We'll Boss Kill. Oh, they fail the Artisan. Wait, didn't they just Super Rod? Wait, they're trolling. Oh, they're trying to loan Mimikyu. That doesn't work. I have Vulpix. Okay. That was Boss Kill Greninja then, I guess. No, next turn we'll just win with Vulpix. Okay. Not sure why they did that. I guess they know I have Boss, right? Did they? I don't think they saw my hand, though. I mean, I guess they need to play... Their win con at this... I think their win con had to be try to mill me. I'm surprised they didn't get a Great Tusk. But they're bricking, it looks like. Yeah, it's like game over. If they bench other... Yeah, that's GG's. All right. Matchup is fine. Vulpix Arceus, good combo. Arceus being able to do 200 damage is really, really good. Greninja being in play is the only issue there because, as you saw, Counter Catcher could have been a problem. They had some pretty good mills, to be honest, but we still got there in the end, and that's how you do it. All right, that'll be it for the video on the Arc Vulpix Noivern deck. We did get some action in with the Noivern and the Vulpix lock. We actually played against some interesting decks. We played against Zard Ancient Box, which we used Vulpix Noivern, and then we got paired against Great Tusk Mill and Control, which thankfully Arceus does do really good against those decks specifically, especially when you have Vulpix VSTAR for the Control matchup. So it is nice to have the Vulpix for Control. It is one of the things that does give this deck a slight edge over some other arc piles. Is you have Vulpix, Arceus being able to do 200 damage, double Vacuum's good, obviously double Turo. But yeah, I mean, the latter does have a lot of aggressive decks like Charizard Ancient Box, and then you have those more control-y style decks like Tusk and Snorlax, and it kind of just shows off that this deck can handle everything all together, and that's what I like about it. But that'll be for me on the Arceus Vulpix Noivern deck. Again, it won an online tourney. Definitely go check out the deck, and if you haven't tried it already, try it out for yourself. I'm a big arc pile enthusiast, and I always love seeing arc piles do well. Like, maybe one thing I would consider adding other than, like, anything else would probably just be maybe another Noibat. One thing I don't like about Noibat is if you're playing against, like, Future Box, if they just, like, knock it out turn 1, which they can do, if they have, like, a Boss or Prime Catcher, they can Miraidon KO your only Noibat, and it feels really bad. So, I don't know if 2 Noibat is optimal, but it wouldn't be a terrible idea to try to fit a second Noibat. But that'll be for me on the video. If y'all enjoyed the deck, leave a like if you're new to the channel, subscribe down below, help me on the road to reaching 59,000 subs. We just hit 58K. We are getting even closer to the big 60K subs. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe down below. Hope you've been enjoying the Temporal Forces content so far and all that good stuff. Check out Card Cavern to get any codes. Use code LDF. Check out my Twitch, my Twitter, my Discord. The second channel down below too. I just looked at some brand new cards that got revealed that are pretty broken, including a brand new Palafin EX, a new Dragapult EX, and a brand new Aspec Energy, which is pretty good. Check that video out down below, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.